Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wayne Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Chord Progressions, Darrell's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up and let's go. Nah, I'm good. Not the biggest fan. April giggles. You won't drink regular coffee, but Frosty-chinos are perfectly fine though, with extra whipped cream and syrup. Mariah and I snicker. Hey, it's good stuff. Plus, I haven't had one of those in ages, especially since you-know-who started working at Stellar Domes. An uncomfortable visage forms on April's face. Oh, speaking of you-know-who, did Pat tell you? Tell me what? Skizzy's gonna be at the show tonight. Chester hired him to be security. Whatever good mood Darrell was in vanished as his expression turned sour. Are you fucking kidding me? I wish I was. Son of a... He stops himself before continuing his rant. You know what? Whatever. If Chester wants to trust a dumb slut like him, then he can be my guest. I'm caught off guard by that choice of insult. I look over to Mariah and I can see her discomfort grow more apparent. Look, just don't try to start anything, okay? I won't if he won't. The next bout of silence is quite tense. Darrell's staring at an empty plate while the rest of us slowly continue eating. So, is there something I should know about? It's a long and complicated story. We don't need to. What's so complicated about it, Apes? He glances to me. Here, I'll explain it in 5 seconds. Skizzy and I dated for a couple months, and I found out he's a lying, cheating, psychopathic slut. We broke up and he tried to ruin my life. The end. He's clenching his fist so tight I'm starting to worry he'll hurt himself. I've seen the lion upset, but I've never seen him angry like this before. I make eye contact for a moment. I think he's starting to understand my fear. He unclenches his fists and closes his eyes. 10, 9, 8. He's counting? He whispers the rest of the numbers down to 0 and opens his eyes. A dejected facade envelops his face. I'm sorry I got angry. Dude, it's okay. I know how mad he makes you. Truth be told, I'd rather you learn about this now than get angry at Chronicles. If you gotta let anything out, you should do it here. He takes some deep breaths. No, I'm okay. It's probably a good time for me to order a super and go back to my truck. He stands up. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for letting me stay over. Without another word, he turns on his heel and exits out the front door. Oh, okay, I guess there are voices. Huh. That was weird. Let's do that again. Oh. Well, that was intense. I looked at April. Is he going to be okay? He's fine. Everything's blown over at this point, but he's still being a little dramatic about the whole thing. Look, we just gotta keep them separated and everything should be fine. We finished our meals in relative silence. Mariah took care of the dishes while April and I prepared for work. The first half of our drive was spent in silence as I blankly stared out the window, watching Douglas scroll by. Like, no? Strawberry peach drink is really good. I take my mind off of Darrell. All I can think about was the look in his eyes during his rant. He was so angry, but I could tell he was hurt. Really hurt. All I want to do is go back in time to that moment when he held me in the kitchen. I wish I had savored it more. You with me, dude? I snap out of my trance to look over to April in the driver's seat. Oh, yeah, sorry. It's fine. She takes a short pause, searching for words to initiate a conversation. You, worried about Darrell? I nod. She smiles in response. You really like him, don't you? I silently nod again. The turbulent emotions are making it difficult to speak. Good. He really likes you, too. Try not to worry so much about him. He can cool down as quickly as he gets riled up. I've just never seen him like that before. It was kind of scary. Skizzy must be bad news, huh? She nods. Yeah, you could say that. Is this the guy Dave was mad about on Thursday? Yep, he's part of the reason why Chester has his no dating or fucking allowed policy. Part of the reason? Can I take a wild guess at who the other part is? I'll give you a hint. Wasn't me. She chuckles. I guess Pat and Skizzy were involved? Sexually, yes. Romantically, no. And that said, there's more to the story. She engages the turn signal. But that has to wait. Oh god, I want more of that. As April pulls into the lot, we spot 2 lone parked cars. We glance at each other, coming to a nonverbal understanding that neither of us recognize the vehicles. After parking, we approach the back door and find our unexpected guests. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Vin and Corey? What are they doing here? The lion's the first to spot us and waves. Hey there, I think I lost my key. Mind letting us in? He employs a sarcastic tone. Some things never change. What are you guys doing here so early anyways? A little birdie told me that Chester needed some help. Little birdie? Hey, Chester! Chester's the birdie! He and I had a long talk last night. I know things have been rough since you guys lost Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That's why me and Muscles here are here to move shit around. He nudges the line playfully. Ven chuckles in response. Well, we should get started then. The game plan is to temporarily store all the shop's merchandise inside the cafe during the show. Having done this several times before, April takes charge while the rest of us follow her lead. We split off into pairs and I end up working with Ven. No, don't lift it like that, you're gonna hurt yourself, dude. Ven and I have tasked ourselves with moving an entire shelf out of the showroom. I haven't even fully knelt down to pick up my end before he stopped me. All the power is gonna come from your butt and your thighs. You don't want to put your back into it. He squats down to the ground to demonstrate. Keep your back straight. I nod. Stick out your butt a little. Second, y'all. Water time. Alright, y'all, and we are back. Let's jump back into it, shall we? Okay. Don't look at his butt, don't look at his butt, don't look at his butt. And as you stand up, you're gonna drive your hips forward, like this. Ah! I do my best to remain as normal as possible during his demonstration, but it's quite difficult. His appearance and vocal mannerisms are so similar to Darrell that my dumb little heart is having a hard time delineating the two. I give a curt nod. Okay, I'll try that. We approach the shelf on opposite ends and squat down. I mimic the motions he showed me, and the bulky hunk of metal ascended rather easily. Without much trouble, we scoot over to the cafe and find a choice spot for the shelf. I follow his instructions in reverse order and we gingerly lower it to the ground. There you go. It's all about the technique. Aren't you glad we didn't blow your back out? My heart nearly leaps out of my chest. I swear he's doing this on purpose. Let's get the next couple. Oh hey, look who decided to show up. I turned around to find Chester entering the cafe through the kitchen door. Hey guys, sorry we ran late. Ven, buddy, what are you doing here? Just lending a paw. Aw, you didn't have to come and help. It's no big deal, I got time. Ray is with Hayley's mom for the weekend. Well, I'm happy to take all the muscle I can get. You need more? I can call for backup. Who, Darrell? I want to give Darrell some space. He was a little grumpy this morning. I was actually thinking Hayley. Alright, but I'm not sure if I want Hayley to do any heavy lifting. Oh, she's fine. She gave birth 6 months ago and she's recovered 100%. I know, but I'd still like to be cautious. How about this? You only work on routing the soundboard and doing sound checks. She did it with Snobbit all the time. I remember. She'd always set up everything perfectly. Alright, she can come by and help, but no heavy lifting. You got a deal, boss. Hey, don't call me boss. I ain't your boss anymore. Well, for all intents and purposes, you are for the rest of the day. So, where do you want me, boss? The lion employs the snarkiest tone he could muster. Just keep doing what you're doing. I gotta help Dave unload his car. You got it. Don't you dare say it. Boss. The lion scoots away before he can face the consequences of his actions. Chester just chuckles to himself and directs his attention to me. Keep an eye on that one, will ya? I'll, do my best? You always do. He gives me a wide and warm smile. Come find me if you need anything, okay? Yes, sir. We part ways. I return to the front of the house to find Ven. Ven and I continue to transport the heavy and bulky items over to the cafe one by one. No time. In no time, we nearly cleared out the front of the house. The space looks completely transformed. What once was a retail space is now morphed into a proper concert venue. We're both getting quite the workout. I wasn't expecting to sweat so much today. After transporting the last display case, we decided to take a break and cool down. So, I gotta ask, do you lift at all? You're doing a great job keeping up with me. No, I just hauled a lot of stuff at one of my old jobs. Ah, gotcha. Bet you if you hit the gym more often, you can catch up to Darrell. You think so? For sure. He really liked lifting with you the other day. You'd be a good gym buddy for him. I find myself a little wary of his suggestion. Seems a little out of the blue. Thinking, y'all, water time. Yeah, maybe. Still trying to decide if I want to make the gym a regular thing. Oh, gotcha. Did he tell you about the passes we have? Yeah, he said your dad scored some free memberships for the year. Exactly, you could go for free, and it's a really great gym, too. I think you should try it out. My wariness is upgraded to full-blown suspicion. His suggestion became pushy real fast. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. He notices. Sorry, I'm kind of bad at this. Bad at what? I'm just trying to set you up with Darrell. He likes you a lot, and you like him too, right? My Gus word is spreading. I nod. I just really want him to be happy, you know? I think you two could be good together. I know we don't know each other well, but you definitely passed the vibe check. Vibe check? Yeah, if Chaz, Pat, and April like you, then you're probably a good dude. I don't want to pressure you or anything, but if you and him ever wanted to try something, you have my blessing. Thanks, I guess? Just then his phone rings. He promptly answers. Hey, kitten, you there? Oh, out front? Let me go unlock the door for you. He quickly paces to the front entrance. That was a tad awkward. I can't say I've ever garnered a blessing from any friends or family of my past love interests, but I'm happy to see how much support and love Darrell has from his older brother. The last thing I want to do is rush into anything, but it's a good sign if we ever wanted to make things official. Oh, wow. Damn, she's oof. Damn, she a strong-looking girl. Vin returned with the lioness. This must be Hayley. I find myself quite awestruck by her appearance. She deviates far from the typical appearance of most moms. Oh, I know a lot of people who would love a mom like that. I really respect it, though. She's unabashedly herself. That said, she doesn't appear to have the friendliest disposition, but maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. That's a plus in a lot of people's books. Hayley, this is Chester's new guy. He gestures my way as if presenting me. Hey, nice to meet you. She delivers her hasty greeting rather flatly. Reminds me of the first time I met April. Hi, nice to meet you too. She flashes me a very quick but seemingly disingenuous smile. I can only assume she did this for the sake of being polite. She directs her attention to Vin. So, you guys need help with stage setup? Yeah, Chaz says no heavy lifting for you, though. Won't hear me complaining. Good, I get enough of that at home. He nudges his fiancée. She doesn't seem too amused by his comment. You'll just need to route everything to the soundboard. Eddie and I can do all the lifting. She sharply turns to me with her eyes wide open. Oh, you're Eddie? I coyly nod, taken off guard by the sudden change of demeanor. Second here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for what you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silver, and thank you going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks to our 3 gold tier patrons, Zeke, Toby, and Blue Wolf Alpha. Y'all are awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our Safe for Work contents as little as $5 already. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.